doing today? So, I have a little visitor in my craft room today. Hello. It's the lovely Miss Rhian. And Rhian's channel is... Yeah, it's just saying this film.
Okay.
She's up with the technology in my room. She's a bit baffled with everything I got. Rhian's channel is...
Mrs. G.
Mrs. G. I'll leave Rhian's channel in the description bar below. So once a week, me and Rhian meet up, don't we, Rhian?
We do.
And we make things. We should film every week, but we do forget.
Well, we talk a lot.
Yeah, we do. We spend hours talking, and I'm probably about half hour crafting. So this week, I said to Rhian, she said, what shall I bring over? What shall I bring over? I said, well, bring some nice paper over, buttons if you feel like it. I think that's all I said to you, wasn't it?
Yeah, and maybe a bit of lace.
And maybe a bit of lace if you fancy it. She didn't have a clue what I had got planned, like she does every week. I haven't got a clue.
Can I just say something? It was nothing to do with buttons, lace.
Nothing to do with buttons or lace.
Nothing.
So I don't know why I said buttons lace. We didn't even use buttons or lace.
Yeah.
So I think it's a bit disappointed, actually.
Get some lace out quick.
Get some lace out. So I went on to YouTube, saw this video last night, and absolutely fell in love with making these. And I wanted to have a go. So I leave the video that I actually saw in the description bar below, so you can see what we did different. So this is what we made. This is mine.
And this is mine.
And that's Miss Rhian's. So for those that are a bit, what are they? They are little mailboxes on a lollipop stick, because of course a mailbox goes up from the ground, and we decorated it. Rhian's got like purple and pink flowers, and I got some moss out, and she went, oh, what a good idea. Now the moss,
who keeps moss
Yeah,
in their
who-
craft room?
Yeah.
Not real moss.
No, it's not real moss. The moss I used is dark green, and it's called Lynchon. That's what it's actually called. And I use it basically for miniature making. So I thought it looked kind of cool on our lollipop sticks. But this is not all what we made, is it, Miss Rhian?
No, it gets better.
We gets better. Do you want to open yours first?
Yeah.
Oh, we got post! We got post!
Inside are these adorable little
Cute.
envelopes, which Colette makes without a die.
Without
She
a
showed me
die.
how to make them. Oh, excuse my nails.
Yeah, we haven't washed our
Yeah.
hands. We've got gesso, inks,
Yeah,
glue.
you name it. I haven't got naturally grubby fingernails. Yeah, so we made these little envelopes, which we've gessoed and stamped and inked.
Yeah. Sort of
Oh,
went
yeah.
to town on them.
Yeah, we did. And they're just,
And they do open.
they do open. Yeah, you can.
We haven't filled them up yet.
No, don't put anything in them.
We just literally finished making them.
But these
Nice.
that's got buttons stamped on it,
Love that.
and some
See, they
zigzag
use
stitching.
buttons.
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
it's sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah, and that's just got a little
Love that
some
butterfly.
script and a butterfly and some gesso. These papers that I've used are just scraps which I had left over, and it's the stamp. I can't remember the name of it now. It's Stamperia, but it's the garden.
Let's show everybody.
Okay, it's the Stamperia garden.
That's
And
the
these papers
slash.
are absolutely beautiful. I think I bought them on Amazon. They weren't a bad price, but they have
Oh,
the.
well, if I hold the camera, you can go through it a little bit.
It's just a quick sort of.
They're gorgeous. I love that bag.
Stunning papers. Look at the script. Oh, I love script.
Absolutely.
Really
Look
pretty.
at that water
I
pan.
know. And the bike. There was a bike as well,
Yeah.
and a wheelbarrow. I used some of these papers in a journal. Well, it was an album, a photo album that I made to give away as part of my
look, I
giveaway.
didn't even see them.
Tags and beautiful
Lush,
journaling cards
absolutely
there.
stash.
But the trouble is, I can't decide which side of the paper. They're
How
double-sided,
did you?
and you can't decide which ones to use, because if you use one, then you are.
Especially if you're sticking one
Yeah,
side down
exactly.
for something.
I mean, they
I
are.
love that.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? I've got the
Love
Alice
that
in
bike.
Wonderland as well, but I'm totally hoarding the Alice in
Ah.
Wonderland. It's, yeah, it's
All the
lovely.
dates.
Anyway,
So that one's called Garden.
yeah, garden, and I literally just used scraps, the tiny little scraps, and made just
lush.
cute little things.
They're lush. And they fit in the little mailbox, and there's so much room.
You can post that if you want.
So
I can show you as then.
so much room. If you see smoke, my room's not on fire, me and Rhian will get scared. It's one of these, and every now and then it blows smoke out with a nice smell. And when Rhian first came, she went, "Something's on fire." No, it's this.
So you left your iron
This
on again.
wick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pleased with that. I love that.
So this is Miss Rhian's, and this is mine. So I did basically the same as Rhian. I will show the paper pad in a second. So let's open my mail. We've got mail, Rhian. So these are my two little envelopes. There's the first one, and I used some napkins. That butterfly is an actual napkin, and I stuck it down with brown glue, which is
It's a tacky glue, isn't it?
high tack. And then I went over it on homemade gesso, and that's the back. And like I say, it does open. Loads of space in there. There's my first one, and then this is the second one. Now I sort of stuck the flower upside down because the way you make it, you forget which way you go in. And I did what they call a measuring tape, stamped. You might not be able to see that. I stamped with the script, gessoed it. Actually completely went to town. So those are my two envelopes. Let me show you the paper pad that I used. Actually just put it away. No, it wasn't that one. This one. No. I got it. It was this one. It's called Vintage Time, and you use a 6x6 paper, and that's how you make it. So I think I will come back on and show you guys how to make it, because what Rhian said was with loaded envelopes. Tell everybody your idea, Rhian.
Oh yeah, well we all send out rosettes and things like that, and I just thought that that was a pretty alternative to a rosette, which could sit quite nicely in a pot on your desk.
Definitely, most definitely.
It's completely useless, but something really pretty to look at.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having that on my pencil pot, actually.
We'll stick it in the pencil pot there.
Yeah. We got mail. So you can do absolutely anything with these. And like Rhian said, they make a perfect little gift.
And you could pop a goodie in there as well.
Gosh,
You can't
you
with a
can-
rosette. Because the lady who was making these actually had Hershey's chocolates, didn't she?
Yeah.
But you could find something, put a little sweet treat in there, or a little
Yeah.
crafty treat in there.
And I don't think did she put her envelopes in? I don't think she did.
No, she
We didn't
she
watch
didn't on
right to the end.
camera.
We sort of watched like 15 minutes and then sort of
Did our own thing.
scudded away with their own crafting. But yes, they make perfect little gifts, and I love how each one has turned out completely gorgeous. Isn't that gorgeous? And they both have got envelopes in. So yeah, I will pop the link of where I've seen it. If you'd like me to make an envelope on how I've come up with these little envelopes and how I got the lollipop stick,
They're lovely. They're so effective, but you can just knock one of those out without having to get your punch board out
Yeah.
and
So
your scoreboard. Just use your hands.
So
and
easy.
Make them
for definite.
pretty pretty.
So thank you all for watching. I'll leave Miss Rhian's link below. She's up to a lot of crafting these days. I have to keep reminding her to do videos.
Well, I've been a bit busy.
She's pretty much busy.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a little bit of a push to put these on her channel too. And thank you all for watching, and I hope that we've given you some sort of an inspiration. Thank you, Miss Rhian, for showing your little mailbox.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. I might have you next week, who knows? And I will leave you all and see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye for now,
everybody.
ladies.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hi, everyone. I'm putting it down. Right. So, we are where are we? We are in a place called Brighouse Park, which is about 5 minutes from our home. If my hand is shaking or the camera's shaking, it's because I'm trying to drive my wheelchair and walk the dogs and carry my purse, the water bottle and the dog's water bottle. So I'm multitasking at the moment. I'm with Chris, though he's expressed that he does not want to be on film this time. But we'll see. At some point I will flick back the camera over for you to see the doggies. So we've got all 3 of them walking. It's a beautiful day. It's not hot. I'd call it like a spring day. I really, really like it in Brighouse Park. There's like all old trees, which you can probably see behind me. There's a stream, which is coming up. There is a beautiful garden. I can't remember what it's called actually, but let me show you the stream. So, there's the doggies. Teddy's pulling me like a reindeer at the moment. I'm going to try and pull. Whoa! I'm going to try and post you in the other hand while I film. So, Teddy is the brown dog, Rosie is the white. Teddy is pulling because up ahead is Heath and Chris. And that's the only reason he's pulling. So I'm going to let them off now, which means I'll be able to hold the camera a bit more steadier than I'm holding. Steadier than I'm actually holding at the moment. This is like a cycling track that we're walking down. So I don't know how much you guys can see. Oh, you can see Chris and Heath. There is the stream. There's the stream and the river, and it's absolutely stunning when you get to the other side, but I can't get down there with my chair. Come on, Ted. Can't get down there with my chair at the moment. Rosie likes to pull in. Well, Rosie likes to pull. She likes pulling me each side. If you can hear crying, that is Teddy, because he's trying to tell me that Heath and Chris are up ahead and that I should speed up a bit. I might actually let him off the lead in about 5 minutes. But this is the stream. How lush is that? It's like something out of a postcard, a country park. And that's the old railway. It does nothing at the moment. There's a little tiny stream there. It's absolutely so quiet here. You can hear a pin drop. And it's my favourite place in the whole wide world to come. There's a bit of a story actually while I'm walking about Brighouse Park. Me and Chris was going to have our wedding here. It's been my favourite place to come since I was a kid, because it's 5 minutes from home. We was going to have our wedding here, but they only held a certain amount of numbers, seat numbers, and you had... Oh, Chris is telling me to stay away from the edge, because there's the drop and there is where the river is. How lush is that? It's absolutely immense, so peaceful. Chris, I'm going to let the dogs off now. I'm going to let them off. It's quiet. Oh, they won't go in the water. Teddy's too chicken. Right. Rosie, come. Rosie, come. And there's Rosie. Now I can actually speak to you and drive my chair. So, and there's a bit of a story to Brighouse Park. We was going to have our wedding here. If I stop the camera at any point, it's because to pull the dogs over, because I always like to pull them over at one side if there's a pram or if there's dogs come in, just so people can get past and not feel frightened of my dogs. So anyway, yeah, story to Brighouse Park. We was going to get our wedding here, but they only held a certain amount of seats, and because it's an outdoor nature reserve, it was come on my girl, good boy, Tad, come on boy, come on girl, good girl, Rosie, good girl, good boys and girls. So I'm gonna knock the camera off and then I'll tell you the story. Wait a second. Okay, so back to where we was. There's the dogs. Oh, Tad, come on boy. Tad doesn't stay far from me. There he is. There's Rosie and Heath. So the story is, we was gonna get married here, wasn't we, Chris?
Yeah, they didn't have enough seats.
They didn't have enough seats for our guests. So guests, if you are watching, this is the reason why we didn't get married yet. We got married instead in a beautiful church. And we had a reception by the sea, so can't complain there. But this was going to be our place to get married. It's absolutely stunning. We're walking on the cycling track that goes on for miles upon miles upon miles. Ted gets actually tired just because he does. Ted! What else? What else I was going to say to you? I've just lost complete train of thought now. See, this is the old railway. And the railway runs completely down here. Now this, I believe, goes up to Ogmore, which is the next valley over. Next 2 valleys, maybe that valley over from us. And there's streams and there's water, which is why we've got to keep an eye on, because Mr. Heath adores going into the water, and he nearly did his hip actually going into the water when we took them down the old recycling track. Ted, come on boy, come on, Ted, where am I gone? So yeah, this is the story, and it goes on for miles, as you can see. But it's one of my favourite places to come. Well, I'm just going to keep quiet for you to hear the birds. Wondering whether you could pick up the birds. Yeah. Because you hear them then. Now that is what you'll get all the way on this recycling track. That is what you get every time you walk down here. And it just goes on for miles and upon miles. And like I say, it's an old nature country reserve. That's the only thing. So that's the only way to describe it really. But I love walking around places like this. Absolutely love it. It's just perfect place. I'm going to knock the camera off because I can hear people behind me. So I will see you in a bit. So we've stopped at a bench. We've seen a poster for a missing dog. So her name is Grace, and she's been missing since
17th of March.
the 17th of March, and she's a black, what is she, a black crossbreed. She went through a broken fence with her owner. So guys, if you live in Bridgend and you see Grace, please contact that number on there. I wouldn't like it if my dogs went missing. Actually, it does really frighten me when I can't see them, so let alone them go missing. So I hope Grace gets home quite safe and soon. So we have stopped near a bench. It's like midway on the cycling track. If I show you, that's the way we've just come. That's the way I've just filmed actually. And where we've stopped, we should have actually bought a picnic or whatnot. We've stopped at a river. Now I love anything like this. It's absolutely mind-blowingly beautiful. In the summer, when it's hot, we do bring the dogs down. When it's not boiling hot, because they'll burn their paws. And the trees are, well, they're just green. You cannot see. We can see right through, straight through to the other side. But when it's summer, you can't see that, can you, Chris? Because of the trees. It's absolutely gorgeous. Can you hear the birds? I'll give it a few seconds for you to hear the birds. It's just beautiful. Right, and Teddy is there. Ted, come on, boy. Come. Stop eating grass. You're going to be bad. What I mean by that, sick. So we're going to walk up here and we'll probably walk back. So I'm going to sign off for now and hope to see you in a second. Bye for now. Right, so I can see you. So yeah, I had Rhian around for a few hours. Once we finish walking the dogs today, we are going to go back. Chris is going to go on his computer, doing computer stuff, do some household chores as anybody does on the weekend. And I am going to sit in my craft room and craft for most of the day. I don't quite know yet what I'm going to make. I need to finish my swap for the lovely Miss Dee Dee. And there's a few challenges that I said I'd do, so I might start on them. So we'll see what brings when I get inside the house. But for now, ladies, I hope you really enjoyed this vlog. Yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this vlog. And like I say, when we're out and about and it's quiet, he's eating grass. When we're out and about and it's quiet, I will film and I will show you what's around us. So, because I often get asked, what's around us? And Chris goes, well, I don't know. Castles? Sea? I don't know. And sometimes I think we take for granted what is around us. And it's not till somebody says what is actually around you that you sort of stop and think, makes you think. So, yeah, I'm going to do a lot more vlogging. But hope you really enjoyed this video. Please give me a smash thumbs up. It would be lovely if you did so. I just won't put the camera down and I realise you can see Teddy, but he's actually walking to the side of me. I don't know whether you got to see Teddy. If you didn't, then I do apologise for making you sick. But he's walking alongside my chair. And I gotta be careful because he's a bit frightened of bicycles. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Please leave a comment below. I do read them, I promise. I do. And I do give a heart to say I've read them. I love your comments, of course, and your support, so thank you so much. And yeah, I will see you in my next video when I get back home. Bye for now.